like, share, and subscribe.
Hello, and a huge welcome to the very first episode of My English Class Podcast, the podcast where we learn English through natural, friendly conversations. I am so excited you're here. My name is Alex.
And hello, everyone. I'm Sam. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you all. I can't believe we're finally starting this project, Alex.
Me neither, Sam. It feels wonderful. So, for our very first episode, we thought we should start at the very beginning with the art of introductions.
Perfect. Whether you're meeting a new colleague, making a friend, or even introducing yourself on a podcast, knowing how to introduce yourself and others is a super important skill.
Absolutely. Today, we'll chat about the different ways to introduce yourself, what information to share, how to ask questions when you meet someone new, and some key phrases to sound both friendly and confident.
But before we get into all that, a very warm welcome to our very first listeners. If you like what you hear, please follow or subscribe to My English Class Podcast so you never miss a conversation.
And tell a friend who's learning English. Now, introductions. Sam, I'm curious. When you meet someone for the first time in a casual setting, what's the first thing you usually say?
I think it depends on the situation, but a classic safe start is always a smile and a simple, "Hi, I'm Sam. Nice to meet you." Then I usually offer a little bit of context, like, "I'm a friend of Alex's," or "I'm also here for the cooking class."
That's great. Offering context is key. It gives the other person something to connect to. For me, I like to follow up with a simple, friendly question. After I say, "Hi, I'm Alex," I might ask, "So, how do you know the host?" Or, "Is this your first time here?"
Right, that opens the door for the other person to talk. But let's break it down. What about in a more formal situation, like at a business conference or meeting a new boss?
Oh, that's different. The language becomes more polite. Instead of "Hi," you might say "Hello" or "Good morning." You'd use your full name. "Hello, I'm Alex Chen. It's a pleasure to meet you." And often you might shake hands.
Definitely, and titles are important. You might say, "Hello, Mr. Davies. I'm Sam Wilson from the marketing team." It shows respect. Now, what about introducing other people? That's a skill too.
It is. Let's role play. Sam, imagine you and I are at a party, and I want to introduce you to my friend Jamie. How might I do that?
Okay, let's hear it.
"Jamie, this is my friend Sam." "Sam, this is Jamie. We work together." Simple, clear, and I've given you both a little connection point. We work together.
Perfect. And then Jamie and I can start talking about work. Or we can just say, "Nice to meet you," and ask a new question. Another useful phrase is, "Have you two met?" That's a gentle way to check before launching into an introduction.
Love that one. Okay, let's talk about the information we share. What are common things people talk about when they first meet?
Well, after names, the big one is, "What do you do?" Meaning, what is your job? But you have to be careful. In some cultures, it's a very common question. In others, it might be too personal or fast.
That's a great cultural point. Maybe a softer way is to ask, "What field are you in?" or "What kind of work do you do?" It sounds a bit less direct.
Yes, other safe and common topics are where you're from or what brings you here today. For example, "So, are you from London?" Or what brought you to this workshop?
And hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time is a fantastic question because it leads to fun, personal conversations. You might find out you both love hiking or baking.
Exactly. Now, a crucial part of introductions is not just talking, but listening. When someone tells you their name, try to repeat it. Mark? Nice to meet you, Mark. It helps you remember.
And if you didn't hear it clearly, it's totally okay to ask. You can say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name." Or, "Could you repeat your name, please?" It's much better than guessing wrong all night.
So true. Nice to meet you, Dave. It's Steve, actually. Awkward. Asking is polite.
Let's practice a full, short introduction dialogue. Sam, pretend we're meeting for the first time at a language exchange cafe.
Okay, I'll start. Hi there. Is this seat free?
Oh, yes, please sit down. Hi, I'm Alex.
Nice to meet you, Alex. I'm Sam. Do you come to this cafe often?
I do, every Thursday. It's a great place to practice. Is this your first time?
It is. I just moved to the neighborhood last month. I'm hoping to meet some new people and practice my English.
Well, welcome. Where did you move from?
From Seoul, South Korea. What about you? Are you from the city?
I am, born and raised. So, what do you like to do for fun, Sam?
I love watching films and I'm trying to learn how to cook. How about you?
I'm a big reader, and I also love hiking. Maybe we could do a language exchange sometime. You can teach me some Korean, and I can help with English.
That sounds wonderful.
See? A natural flow. Name, context, a few simple questions, and you've made a connection.
And we learned a lot about each other in just a few sentences. That's the power of a good introduction.
So, for our listeners, your challenge this week is to practice one new introduction phrase. Maybe it's, "Nice to meet you, I'm your name," or "What brings you here today?"
And now it's your turn to introduce yourselves. Our question for you is, if you were introducing yourself to us right now, what would you say? Tell us your name, where you're listening from, and one interesting thing about you.
We are so excited to meet you in the comments. This is how we'll start building our Chatting in English community. We'll be reading every single one.
Well, Alex, this has been a wonderful first chat. I'm so glad we could introduce the podcast by talking about introductions.
It feels right, Sam. Thank you so much for being my first co-host.
The pleasure was all mine, and a massive thank you, our listeners, for joining us on this first step. We can't wait to get to know you better.
Please remember to subscribe and share this with someone who'd like to join our new community.
Until next time, keep practicing those introductions and be brave in starting conversations.
Goodbye for now.